The housewarming. Different narration voice, please. It's the day of your housewarming party. And you're hard at work preparing for the evening. Luckily, we got some helpers. You mashed those tomatoes, Crystal? This bruschetta recipe calls for diced tomatoes, not mashed. It'll go right through the cutting board. And do you believe? It looks salvageable. Yeah, but we thought that since you're trying to impress everyone, really sprucing the tomatoes would help. I read somewhere it brings out the flavor, and we kinda accidentally smashed some when pouring out that bottle of olive oil. Boys, I think you just invented a whole new appetizer. I guess we'll have to be impressed now. Here, let's swap places, and you two can start slicing the bread. I'm at it. On guard! Mickey starts spearing at his brother with the baguette. At least they aren't friends with the knives. You turn back to the recipe and start mixing the tomatoes with the other ingredients. At first, I thought they were friends with the knives. I was like, wait, hold up. That's why I shouldn't be alone with kids. Hold up. Wait. This is why I shouldn't be alone with kids, because hold up. Hello. Hey. I hope you two are almost done over there. I'm just about ready for those bread slices. In just a sec. A few minutes later, you step back to admire your handiwork. Bruschetta with smashed tomatoes. It looks fancy and adult, just like you wanted, Crystal. It's perfect. Are you learning those? It's perfect. Are you learning those scooping skills at school? Yeah. Plus, Miss McAllister always. Mason is interrupted by a knock at the door. Let Jordan inside. I'm glad the three of you have been hard at work this afternoon. Yes. Thank you for letting me borrow them for a bit. Do we have to go already? Yeah. Crystal's party doesn't start until later. Right, Crystal? Jordan smiles and nudges his shoulder with a conspiratorial look. As helpful as I'm sure you two would be, we don't want to crowd Crystal. She's feeling stressed. So every day you play host to high society. Semester hands with my favorite twins would help me get through all this prep work. And I feel like it's been forever since I had a chance to chat and catch up with them. Well, if you can spare the time. Yes! Look at that cheese. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Too late to back out now. Come on. All four of you gather in the kitchen, and you set up stations for everyone. Jordan, can you oversee the king of cheese over there? We need to melt it down for fondue. On it. I had it under control. Mickey's masterpiece. Lean over and stage whisper. I'm sure you did, but you gotta give Jordan something to do so she feels like she's helping. Good idea. What else, Crystal? What are we making? Well, I was gonna put some crackers and dip too. I got them. Mason races over to the pantry on the other side of the kitchen, followed closely by Mickey. Wait for me. You turn to smile at Jordan. One spine just moves closer till your arms are almost touching. She's probably just making room for when the boys get back. Jordan, how's this win been? Good challenge, but I like it. They constantly push me to get more creative with my nanny skills. They certainly keep you on your toes, huh? Absolutely. Actually, I was wondering if I could pick your brain sometime. I know you trained me when I first started, but you left some big shoes to fill. I feel feel like I need a adult and nanny refresher course. Just the two of us? Well, I don't know who else who could. Well, I don't know who else could teach that class. But if you want to invite a guest lecture, I wouldn't say no. Think about it. Jordan winks at you, and you feel your cheeks heating. But before you can consider her offer, the twins rush back over to you. Crystal, we get crackers and dip. We found something even better. Cookies as an appetizer? Brilliant. You two should seriously consider a career in catering. Only remains we get cookies all the time. I think that's just part of being an adult. I can't wait. You survey your progress. Okay, we're still gonna finish up the cheese fondue plate. Any volunteers? Cut the veggies? I can help. I love broccoli. Since when? Since he and his girlfriend started eating lunch together. Here we go. Nuh-uh, and she's not my girlfriend. She's just Liliana. That's a pretty name. What's she like? She's really nice, and I like that. But I don't like her. But I don't like you. Read? She's really nice, and I like that. But I don't like her. Girls are gross. You see, I'm glad you have a new friend. She sounds almost as awesome as you are. And he likes it even though we agreed to never like girls after what happened to Mom and Aunt Sophia. Leanne is nothing like Aunt Sophia. I should hope not. Well, Mason. Mason isn't the only one with new friends. Didn't you get sent to the principal's office with one of your girl classmates, Mickey? Oh, that's just Steffi. That doesn't count. Why doesn't it count? And why did you get sent to the principal's office? Last week, we tried to pull off the greatest prank of all time, but someone busted us. Leanna didn't know what you were doing. She just saw you wandering the hall and got worried. She made a title. I told you, we all start using our logics to plan together. Well, I'm glad you both seem to be adjusting to being in separate classes. They always have a fun new story to tell on the way home. You have different homework now, so Mickey can't copy off me. I never copied, just confirm my already correct answers. Right, this will bring you closer together. Sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know about this fonder business. Sometimes I actually miss Mason by at school. It's nice when you don't already know my stories because you were there. And we're spending our pranks now we have other people to help us. See? So many silver linings. You glance up and catch Jordan looking at you with an unreadable expression. She quickly smiles. Wow, you're so good at that. Now what? Lay into them. I don't know how you always know the right thing to say. Believe me, I don't. But it helps to speak from the heart. The rest of the prep work passes quickly, and before you know it, twins put the last of their sliced veggies on the fondue platter. Fondue. I think all the hors d'oeuvres are done now. Hors d'oeuvres. They look delicious. Thanks so much for your help, everybody. You better get out of your hair so you can finish getting ready. Yeah, a lot of guessing, Dazzle. Here's a tip. Use glitter. I'll keep that in mind. You give the boys a quick hug before walking into the door. And to clean up the kitchen, you start to do a final walkthrough when you hear another knock on the door. Who's here this early? You open the door and let out a sigh of relief that is only Naya. They were planning to greet your actual guests more warmly later. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting to see you until our meeting next week. I have to keep my clients on their toes. How are you feeling? I'm feeling confident. Did some power poses in the mirror earlier and everything. Whatever it takes. What do you think? Am I ready? Your place is ready. Your person, not so much. But don't worry, that's why I'm here. Come. You follow Nanny into your bedroom. She offers you a chic new outfit. Perfect for the party. Sam got her makeover. Now it's your turn. Oh, when you put it that way. That lifted part of the shirt reminds me of those big old white floppy hats. Anyways. Ow. You slip into the designer skirt and blouse, relishing the feel of the lush fabrics against your skin. What do you think? Stunning. I wish I could be here when you blow everyone away. Now I'm gonna be distracted by that left side of the shirt just being up and like almost coming out of that little hexagon. Like the edge of it almost just touching the... It is touching. It's like almost on the outside of that little hexagon. You sure you can't stay for the party? When do you guess to know you have a publicist? Just mingle with everyone, especially the people you see most often, like the parents from Sterling Academy. Do that and you'll be golden. Tongue is dry. I reread first chapter of Immortal Desires. And I was like, I'll just get off, post that, go to bed, or quote unquote go to bed. Probably stay up and continue YouTube. Also, enjoy away my food that I just saw is still on my bed. Hello, hi, how you doing? But right after I finished the chapter, instead of doing what I was gonna say, like get off with choices and do something else, I'm reading this shit. An hour later, Jenny sidles up to you as you survey the gathered guests. Okay, this book isn't shit, but Immortal Desires is not my cup of tea, but I already started chapter 1, so... Okay, Spill, how'd you get the Cardinals to come to your party? I didn't. It's all Naya. The only person I put on the list is you. I feel so honored. But seriously, Naya's connected. I haven't seen such a gathering of influential society since the city Flower Fair. It's a good thing you look so chic. I'm loving your new outfit. Even though you didn't pick it out? I'm ignoring that fact because I'm such a good friend. Take a deep breath and down the last your drink. I guess I should get out there and go. You got this. Mwah. You run to one of the parents from Sterling Academy, filling his plate to the brim with appetizers. Long day, huh? Ha, busted. I just skipped lunch and dinner, so I hope you don't mind. Help yourself. Don't you be enjoyed. Will pops a biscuita into his mouth, lets out a long, contented sigh. Much better. My daughter Steffi tried to take me into my room this afternoon. These apps are the only thing happened to me today. These apps are the only good thing to happen to me today. Steffi? Uh-oh. That must be Mickey's new friend. You know, I was a nanny for a family whose kids love to pull pranks like that. In my experience, you just have to try and enjoy it. Even if it's a struggle, sometimes. She's being creative and using her imagination. Plus, she's including you in her playtime. You got a point. These moments won't last forever, and it does give us, and it does give us something to do together. Even on the target of the pranks, rather than the collaborator. Maybe show an interest in them. She'll start playing it with you instead of against you. One can only hope. Ugh. If I Lana talking to another socialite over by the drink station. Oh, sweetie. No, you know, margaritas are so last year. Maybe mojitos are the new it drink. But Sophia said, Sophia isn't here, now is she? She's still living in her rooms in St. Bart's. Lana, you know Sophia? The blonde turns to you with a big smirk, but adjusts immediately when she looks you up and down. Crystal, you look stunning. I love your outfit. Thank you. I just drew it on. But Lana, you were saying something? Right. Just that Sophia and I go way back, of course. Do you know Sophia, Crystal? Do I know her? Who doesn't? That woman seems to know everyone in the city. She's something else, isn't she? Honestly, I think she's kind of scary. Of course you do. Not everyone who stands up to Sophia lives tell the tale. Isn't that right, Crystal? Lana's obviously trying to test me in something, but I'm not going to back down. You mind yourself at night as a plan, and how you agreed to post the subject of Sophia. Honestly though, moved on, and I wish her the best. If you say so. You approach a woman who looks like she's debating between a drink or a snack. Look, Marisol, glad you can make it. Thanks for inviting me. You have a lovely home, and that view. You gesture at all the fuck you. You gesture at the nearby table full of hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. It looks like hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. Blah 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 blah. My tongue is dry. I don't got water. I just got almond milk. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it helps, but my tongue is like painfully dry. Can I help you find something? Actually, I don't suppose you got a chocolate fondue pot hidden back there too. I have a bit of a sweet tooth. No, but I do have a whole plate of cookies. Don't tell the others, but I had some help from the Dalton twins earlier, and they insisted I put a sweet treat too. This is perfect. Thank you. You used to work for the Daltons, right? It's nice that the boys like to spend time with you. Yes, I'm very lucky. I would have worked with them forever, but it was time to move on. Sounds like they were lucky to... Sounds like they were the lucky ones to have such a fun nanny. Thanks again for the cookies. As the evening starts to wind down, you find yourself chatting with the other Sterling Academy parents and Jenny. I'm Jenny, Crystal's best friend, and an up-and-coming fashion blogger. Oh, that explains your whole... Look, I was just connecting the dots earlier with Crystal about my bestie, Sophie Rousseau. Here we go again. I can believe Jenny? Smart word, huh? You give Jenny a subtle head shake. She nods, understanding your silent plea to deal with this later. Miss Mollis, I didn't expect this to be a big deal since Sophia and Sam ended their relationship mutually. I mean, those rumors that it was because of the nanny just so unfair, Crystal. I thought you told the Cowboys. I don't know what you're talking about, Mary. Well, don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you read. So you're saying there's nothing going on between you and Sam Dalton? Of course we have a relationship. She trusts me to live in her home and take care of her children. Obviously we got to know each other in that time. And she's a great woman. It's really a shame that the media distorted our friendship like this. Sometimes people only see what they want to see. It sucks you have to quit your job over it. It's outrageous what the tabloids get away with saying just to sell copies. Yeah, I respect the two of you for making the best decision for the kids. Lana gives you a long look, and it's almost like you're back in front of Sophia on the night it's almost like you're back in front of Sophia on the night you met. But this time, you straighten your shoulders and meet Lana's gaze head on. I was reading so perfectly for Immortal Desires. For now, I want to get tongue-tied. Fuck you. What time is it? Hold on. It's almost 8. Goddamn. It's gonna be probably around 8:20 when I finish this. That's not what I heard from Sophia. But since she's not here to defend herself, it's hard to take your story seriously. I mean, your side is way more believable anyway. Thanks. You're welcome. I have to admit, I underestimated you. Oh, I know. All I gives you the first genuine smile you see all night. I look forward to seeing what else I was wrong about when it comes to you. But not tonight. Mommy's little helpers are wearing off. Ta-ta! Lana squeaks toward the front door, obviously expecting the others to follow. They look at each other and shrug. I guess that's a cue. Thanks for inviting us, Crystal. You know, I'm organizing the annual regatta for my yacht club next week. You should come. I have no idea what regatta is. I would love to. I don't sail personally, but I like to watch the races. Perfect. I'll send over the details. I guess a regatta is a race. As soon as she disappears after the others, you turn to Jenny with a wide smile. Did you hear that? Hell yeah. He's got an invite for the next big event of a season. This calls for a drink. I'll take a sip. After the party, you flap back on your bed. A moment later, Jenny joins you. Poor thing. You worked yourself to death tonight for those snobs. Some of them okay, but at least I have you. The one friend I don't have to impress. Yeah, no need to impress little old me. Jenny, I meant that as a compliment. Because we know each other so well. You're not sure with your elbow. You okay? She shakes herself, then flashes you a smile. I'm good. Just post-party blues. Ignore me. Jenny. Your phone hums with an incoming message, and you glance down. How'd it go? Surprisingly okay. I wish you would have been here though. Me too. Missed you tonight. You tested one of your glam new BFFs already? Shut up. It's just Sam. Ooh, scandalous. Not one of those texts. What was the fun in that? After everything you did for the sake of your relationship tonight, seems to me like she owes you a little something. The least she can do is help you regain your energy, and I'd be more than happy to make myself scarce. Jenny winks, and you blush, considering. I have been spending quality time with Sam recently. If you keep missing out on all this fun, you can go on home, and I'll call Sam over. As much as I love cleaning, I'll pass and let Sam clean you up. Have fun. You pull out your phone and text Sam to come over as Jenny heads out the door. Half an hour later, you stretch out on the couch while Sam tidies up the room. I read tidies with like an extra D. And I was like, what? Oh. I read it as titties. I'm sorry. You're the best girlfriend ever, Sam Dalton. You did this for the sake of a relationship. Not to mention all the times you clean up after my boys. And you look gorgeous in an outfit. She pauses by the couch on her way to the kitchen. She bends down to drop a lingering kiss on your lips, tempting you with the promise of more. Believe me when I say this is the very least I could do. Sam brings an armful of glasses to the sink, then turns to look at you. The amount of used cups around here has me thinking it's a success. Am I right? I think everyone had a good time, except for the hostess. All I can say is, You better appreciate it. Sam stands over you, leaning down to capture your lips with hers. Don't worry. I have lots of plans for how to make it up to you later. Now, you stay here and relax. I'm gonna tackle that disaster zone in the kitchen. You watch her go, and then heave yourself up to follow. In the kitchen, you see Sam sop a puddle of champagne on the counter. When Sam looks up, she smiles. Hey, what did I say about... Hey, what did I say about you relaxing? I like watching you. Sam chuckles as you step closer and snake your arms around her waist. And it's the first time we've ever been truly alone in this apartment. What do you suggest we do with all this space? Look around and spot a can of whipped cream left over from the party. I think we should get very, very messy. And now I want whipped cream. Sam's eyes darken with desire. I'm getting restless. Oi. As you wish. Sam's grip tightens around you, bowing her head to share breathy kisses along your neck. You shiver at the feeling. The commentary is gonna stop because I am so tired. I'm tired, bored, mostly bored. Can't keep myself still. So let's give me no commentary. I just want to finish this damn thing. You tug on her clothes. She steps back just enough to undress. You follow suit. Your clothes join hers in a pile at your feet. Now, where were we? She takes a can of whipped cream from you and squirts a dollop on her finger. You grab her wrist. Maintaining eye contact, she pulls her towards you. You trail her whipped cream finger over the top of your breast, then look up at her. Oops, you got me all messy. Let me fix that. She bends her head and starts to lick the whipped cream off your skin, her tongue darting out to get every last drop. You pick up the can of whipped cream, eyeing Sam's body. You guys Sam back so she's leaning against the countertop. Then you drop to your knees for her, with a cream can poised at the ready. What do you... You cut her off as you shut a nozzle along her upper thighs, creating an intricate pattern on your skin. Making art. Delicious, delicious art. You lean down to lick up the whipped cream as she groans at your touch. More like dangerous art. You continue your misinjections till Sam is squeaky clean again. You reach for the can to cover her skin again, but she stops you. You can see the anticipation, the passion, burning in her eyes. My turn. Oh. Let out a little squeak. Sam picks you up and lays you out on the kitchen table. She trails her hands over your body, and you realize just how much torturing her has turned you on. Sam. She sprays your breast with cream, then leans over to devour the sweetness. She spends extra time circling your nipples with her tongue. Your hips buckle. Your hips buck helplessly. I need you. You reach for her, but she grabs your wrist and pins them above your head. Not so fast. I haven't finished my dessert. With a warning look not to move your hands, Sam picks up the whipped cream again. She covers your body in a decadent foam, the light sensation teasing you as you imagine her tongue taking its place. You're exquisite. You look up to catch her gaze, despite your body being on display for her. Her eyes burn into yours. Sam, please. I'm begging you. You shiver out of her intense gaze, your body desperate for her touch. Please. Sam curses under her breath. She leans in to devour you. You moan as you finally get the friction you've been craving. God, I love when you beg for me. She licks and nibbles at every inch of your skin, as if you're the most decadent dessert she's ever had. Her fingers follow close behind her mouth, setting your body on fire under her touch. You cup your hand behind her neck and pull her gaze to meet yours. I need your mouth on me now. I can't wait any longer. Me neither. Right here on the table. She nods. She moves to kiss her way down your body, but you stop her. You guide her onto the table with you, her hips near your head so you can pleasure each other at the same time. Are you ready? She doesn't wait for you to respond. She leans forward to lick your entrance from bottom to top. Sam. You taste the Kevin. You moan as the pleasure surges through you, but you refuse to leave her behind. You press your tongue against her, lapping at her juices. So do you. You can't help but smirk as you feel her moan against you. You slide your fingers inside of her as you continue to lavish her with your tongue. Your bodies find a rhythm together as you chase your pleasure toward the edge. And Crystal, I'm almost there. Finally, your stomach clenches as a heavy storm crashes over you, leaving euphoria in its wake. Sam. After a moment, the two of you untangle and find a more comfortable position. You lean your head on Sam's shoulder. That was amazing. She just a kiss on your forehead. You're amazing, even if a little sticky. I wonder whose fault that is. I'm not happy to take credit, but we should probably wash up before we get carried away again. You and me in the shower together? Either way. You grin as Sam stands and offers you her hand. You head into the bathroom together for round 2. Later that week, you and Sam have another meeting with Naya to talk about their progress. So, word on the street is your party was a big hit. I never had any doubts. Well, I'm ready to move on to the next step. The paparazzi aren't breaking down the doors, so it feels like a win. Did I mention that Marisol invited me to a garden this week? She must really like you. She got you a last-minute ticket. And she's been putting her cameras there, so the timing works out perfectly. The timing for what, exactly? For your official meet cute, of course. Crystal, Sam, it's time to take your relationship to the next level. Going out in public with Sam? Finally.